If you've been looking for that perfect case for your iPhone 16 Pro Max that checks off all the boxes, I think I've got that case right here. It's made by Phone Rebel and it's their Rebel Gen 6 Ultra series. I've been using Phone Rebel's cases now for the past 3 generations of iPhone and they've been absolutely amazing. They have a great blend of protection, features, and style, and they're also modular so you can customize them to the way that you want. They also just released a brand new accessory for these cases that takes them up to a whole nother level that I've actually been waiting for the past year, and I've got that right here. And Phone Rebel also sent me out their mini screwdriver kit, which we will be taking a look at in this video as well. If you guys want to experience Phone Rebel for yourself, I will be putting product links in the video description. So let's take a closer look at the Rebel Gen 6 Ultra, and I'll show you exactly why this is the best case for you. So as I said before, I've been using the Phone Rebel series cases ever since the iPhone 14 Pro Max. And here is that case. You can definitely see that there is a lot of wear on this case because I was using it as my daily driver. And then I upgraded to the 15 Pro Max. And then here we have the 16 Pro Max, which also uses the Rebel Gen 6, not the Ultra, but the Gen 6. And I'll show you what the difference is between the Ultra and the regular Gen 6. So you can see it looks pretty similar to the regular Gen 6, but I'll tell you exactly what they've added and what's different about the Ultra. The other thing I really love about Phone Rebel is that it comes with a tempered glass screen protector as well. So that's pretty valuable. Now on to the case itself. This case is a little bit heavier than other regular cases because it's got some built-in metal rings and all these buttons. The camera ring on the back and the power buttons on the side are all made of aluminum. Now for this year, the Ultra, it does have a glass-covered camera button, unlike the regular Gen 6 that did not. It just had a little cutout for your camera button. Well, this year, they've actually added the cover, which is great because a lot of people do like the little cover for your camera, me being included. It does have an aramid fiber back that's nice and smooth, keeps down those fingerprints. And like I mentioned before, these cases are modular, so you can actually remove the power button, the volume buttons, the action button, the camera ring, and this little logo at the bottom here. You can swap out all these pieces for different colors. Like you can see on the Gen 6, I've made a couple of mine different colors. We've got the gunmetal buttons on the side with the orange power button just to kind of make it stand out. And I also kept the gunmetal camera ring on the back, whereas the Ultra comes with a black metal camera ring and black buttons on the side and the logo on the bottom here. So I can very easily take these buttons out of the regular Gen 6 and put it into the Ultra, and that's exactly what I'm going to do because this is going to be my new daily driver. On the inside, it does have MagSafe built in, and it's actually got a pretty strong magnet. We also do have some really nice soft microfiber material on the inside to help keep your phone from getting all scratched up. It's also got these little bumpers in the corners. You can see the blue there, and that helps with drop protection. And I've dropped my phone plenty of times in these Rebel phones, and I've never cracked my glass or the screen on the phone. Another reason why I definitely recommend these cases. They also have these nice little grips on the side, the little bumps to help with grip. They've pretty much thought of everything for this case. In each iteration that they've made of the Rebel series cases, they just get better. And this one is by far the best one. They've also included some extra bumpers in the corners here, again, to help with drop protection, whereas the regular Gen 6 did not have those little bumpers. And the one accessory that they've added this year that I've been waiting forever for is a camera ring that actually has a built-in kickstand. It just absolutely makes this case the best case that I have ever used. That's the last thing that I was waiting for, was a built-in kickstand for the camera ring, because some of the other cases out there already have that, and it's absolutely a beautiful design because it doesn't make the camera ring any extra bulky, but it adds a feature of a kickstand because, I mean, when you're eating or something like that and you want to have your phone standing up so you can watch YouTube or Netflix, you have to end up leaning this up against something, or you have to get a magnetic ring for the back, whereas this doesn't take up any more room but adds the functionality of a kickstand, which I absolutely love. So we're going to be installing that as well. So I'll take my phone out of the old case. So there's the old case. It does have those little pads on the inside as well. We're going to take the buttons out of here and put them into the new one as well. And then I also had an old tempered glass screen protector on here that I'm going to take off so we can install the new one. And I'm also going to show you how to change out these buttons here. So the thing that you want to do is to either use your finger to press these buttons in, or the easiest way that I found to do it is to get a plastic pick like this and just kind of poke out the little buttons, because this action button is pretty small and it's a little harder to get out. So you just simply use the pick and then press in on these buttons, and as you can see, it just popped right out. And just continue to do that for all the rest of the other buttons. Also removed all the buttons from the regular Gen 6. So the way that you put these back in is just kind of do everything in reverse. So first I'll take the little Rebel logo and I'll push it in from the inside of the case. You can also use that pick if you happen to have it to kind of help you push that in. And there you go. Then we'll take our power button. Again, push that from the inside out. This you can kind of use your fingers. It's not very hard to push these in. Then we'll do our volume buttons. And we're all set. Now, if you don't like the button colors that I have here, Phone Rebel has a whole bunch of different colors on their website. So again, check out the website from the link that I'm putting in the description. So we'll put our phone inside the case. Fits beautifully, feels great in the hand. It's got a nice grip to it because of these little ridges on the side. Buttons are nice and clicky, very easily pressable. Absolutely love that. If we take a look at the case from the side, you can see we do have a raised edge around the front of our phone. I also do not have a tempered glass screen protector on my phone yet. We also do have some reinforced raised edges in the corners as well. They kind of leave these edges around this on the top, the bottom, and the sides a little bit lower, because when you're swiping up, down, and from the sides, you don't want to have to kind of get your finger up and over the ridge, so they make those just a little bit lower. You can also see that it has, again, the nice little kind of knurlings on the side to help with grip. We've got our volume and our action button, those reinforced edges for drop protection. Our cutouts on the bottom. The other side, we have that camera button that does have a piece of glass on the top. We have our power button, and on the back, again, it's got that nice aramid fiber, feels nice and smooth, and it keeps down the fingerprints. And we also do have that metal camera ring around our lenses as well. It does come up a good amount for protection there too. Again, like I mentioned before, this does have MagSafe built in. It's actually pretty strong. So we'll take our MagSafe charger, clip it right onto the back, charges your phone immediately. And like I said, it's got a nice strong hold, so you don't have to worry about your phone just coming off your MagSafe accessory. It's on there pretty good. But the aramid fiber makes it nice and smooth, so you should be able to fairly easily rotate it on your MagSafe accessory as well. So like I said, this case checks off all the boxes for me. It's got MagSafe built in. It feels good in the hand. The buttons feel amazing. It's got some really good protection, and I absolutely love the modular buttons that you can customize to exactly how you want it. And the one most important thing for me, besides the protection of the case, is that it keeps your phone fairly slim. All right, so now let's see how well the camera button works on the side. We'll just double press that. Nice and clicky, easily pressable, goes right to the camera. So now we'll test out our touch gestures. Touch seems to be working beautifully. No issues. Double touch. Change our camera. And it seems to be working absolutely fine, just as well as the actual button on the phone. I don't see any issues whatsoever. Yeah, it's working great. Very precise. Working beautifully. So if you've been waiting for the Rebel series to have a dedicated button for your camera, this is definitely the case to get. So now let's install the kickstand on the back of the case, and I'll show you how we can change that out. We'll just take our phone outside of the case here. Now there are 4 screws that we need to remove, and that's when I'm going to use the Phone Rebel micro screwdriver kit that they sent me as well. You can see it comes with a whole bunch of different style bits. It looks like the pentalobe that the iPhone uses or used to use. We've got some Phillips flathead star bits, some security bits. We also have some specialty ones up here as well. And this is made of solid aluminum too. Very nice. It's got a little like rotating head, so when you're screwing something in, you can kind of press it into your palm and just keep rotating the screwdriver, which is really nice. So these look like Phillips head screws, and they are actually pretty small. So I think we're going to end up using maybe something like this. And everything in here is magnetic as well. So all these screw bits are held in place with magnets, which is nice. So let's see how well this fits. And that seems to fit pretty good, but let's try out the next one up just to see if we can get a tighter fit. And we do, so we'll use this one. So this screwdriver set not only works great for this case, but pretty much any small devices or things you work on, this is probably perfect. And the case itself is actually aluminum as well, and it stays in place with the little spring. Press it into place, press it again, and it pops right out, which is really nice. So all you need to do is take out these 4 screws here. And then once you have the screws out, the camera ring comes off very easily. And we'll open up our new camera cover here. This does come with a whole bunch of buttons as well. It also comes with some extra screws. You can buy just the camera ring by itself, but they sent me the whole kit, which again includes pretty much the same black buttons and things that came with the case itself. From what I can tell, there's really not anything that lines up. So we're going to have to put this the way that it's going to open up on the phone, which is going to be like this. So we'll put it just like that. Fits right in the back of your phone. Then we'll just screw these screws back into place. Very quick and easy, not hard at all. And the screwdriver set makes it a lot easier. And we are all done. And there we have our camera ring. Now, one thing I said before, the camera cover ring here that does include the kickstand, it does actually raise up a little bit more than the regular camera ring does, not by much. And I'll show you what the difference is. You can kind of see that it comes up just a little bit. It's a little bit thicker than the regular camera ring, but that just gives you more protection for your camera. But now you have the inclusion of a kickstand, which I absolutely love. That really comes in handy. So now before we put the phone inside the case, I want to clean it off so we can install the tempered glass. So we get one tempered glass screen protector that does seem to be pretty substantial. It's their premium glass, so that's pretty nice. And we also get an installation kit. So we'll clean off the glass with the alcohol wipe. And then once I've cleaned it off, before I dry it, I'm going to put it inside the case to give me something to guide the installation for the screen protector.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I wasn't talking to you. Then we'll clean off the screen again. Then we'll dry it off. And you can see now that we're going to be using the case as the installation guide for the screen protector. So then take your glass, make sure that the sticker here is on the underside of the glass because we're going to peel that off. We'll use the little stickers that we get inside to help with the installation. We'll just put them on the top and the bottom of the screen like this to give us something to kind of hold on to. So your screen protector should end up looking like this with the stickers on the top and the bottom. Then take your screen protector and peel off the underside protector just like that, and then hold on to the sides and install it the best that you can. And then once you're done, we can peel off our stickers and we'll wipe off the screen and we'll take a look. So it looks like a pretty good installation. I don't see any bubbles. I don't see any lifting. It is a full coverage screen protector, so it does cover your front camera. And we also do have a slight gap all the way around the phone for case compatibility, so you don't have to worry about the screen protector coming off your phone. The edges are also rounded off as far as touch. Feels nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone. And for fingerprints, does seem to do a pretty good job at rejecting fingerprints as well. Just some slight smudges on our screen. Just wipe those away. Looks really good. Let's test out our Face ID. Face ID is working perfectly fine, and we'll take a look at our front camera. And the front camera looks nice and clear. No issues there either. You can see it's nice and clear. No issues with touch. Touch working beautifully. Very nice screen protector. And then let's take a look at the screen as if we're looking at it through polarized sunglasses. So you can see that there is going to be a little bit of a rainbow effect, kind of like a purple and a green, if you're looking at it dead on. And if you start to twist and turn the phone, the rainbow gets a little bit more prominent. But if you're looking at it dead on, this is pretty much what you're gonna see. Just a slight rainbow effect, not too bad. And then let's take a look at the camera ring on the back again. You can see now how much of a raised edge we get around our camera lenses, and I can appreciate that because that's just more protection your camera lenses are gonna get if you're gonna be putting your phone on its back. You also don't have to worry about it really rocking around either. So that's not an issue. And then if you want to use this as a kickstand, just simply open that up like that. And you have a lot of different angles you can put your phone. So you can watch Netflix, YouTube. It's got a nice hinge on it, which stays in place. You don't have to worry about it just flopping around. It's on there really good. And it also folds back pretty much all the way on its backing. You're not going to be able to keep it like this because it does protrude from the side, but you do get the idea. Now, as far as portrait goes, you can lay it down in a portrait mode, which is kind of angled towards your face, or the only way to really stand this up is to put it upside down, and then you have it in a regular upstanding portrait mode. But for the most part, you're probably going to want to put it down just like this. But I love the fact that you do have multiple different angles. You can put your phone, so no matter where you're sitting, it's going to be angled towards your face, and then when you're done, it just simply clips right back into place with those magnets. Absolutely love that. That is awesome. Again, this case checks off all the check boxes for me. It feels great in the hands, buttons, nice and clicky. They're modular, so you can pretty much customize everything you want about this case. I love the aramid fiber on the back. It definitely does give it a premium look and feel. And I love the inclusion now of that camera button that, as you saw, works perfectly, just as if you were touching the button itself on the phone. So everything's looking great for the screen protector so far. Now let's move on to the scratch and the drop test. So last year's Gen 5 screen protector lasted up until a 2-foot drop. So this year we're going to see how Gen 6 stacks up. We're going to be dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a starting height of 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, I'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So here we go at 2 feet. 2 feet. So this screen protector lasted up until a 2-foot drop, so there doesn't seem to be any improvement on drop protection versus the Gen 5 and this year's Gen 6. But let's move on to the scratch test. So regular tempered glass starts to scratch around a Mohs hardness number 6, so we're going to start off our test with the number 5. And we'll move on to a number 6, and then finally a number 7. So if we take a closer look, we can see that there are no scratches at the number 5. There are slight at a number 6 and a little deeper at a number 7. So scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. So installation for the screen protector was pretty easy. It could have been better with a guide, but typically you don't get a guide when you get a screen protector included with your case. It's also case friendly. It lasted up until a 2-foot drop, and scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. And as far as accessories goes, this screwdriver kit is really nice. It's nice and slim, feels very solid. Again, it's made of all metal on here. There are no plastic pieces. And as I said, the head on here rotates 360 degrees, which makes it very easy to use when you're trying to unscrew or screw in screws. This case is nice and compact, and it is made of all aluminum. And if you want to access those bits, again, you just simply press in on the bottom, it pops out, and then you have access to all of your little bits, which are held in place again by magnets. Really nice, especially if you do a lot of work on devices or smaller things like that. So another really great case by Phone Rebel, and again, like I said, I've been using these cases for many years now, and I can definitely vouch for their quality and protection, and I know that you guys are going to love this case. So again, if you do want to pick it up, I will be putting product links in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by hitting that like button and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.